Hi, hello, and namaste, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, RSK Competitive World. Friends, in the last session, we discussed about digestive system. That is one part, that is esophagus. That is nothing but a food pipe. When food is churned by the buccal cavity, or we can say mouth, with the help of teeth, tongue, and salivary glands, after churning it will move towards the stomach with the help of the esophagus. We discussed that. Now after moving through the esophagus, food will enter the another compartment of the human digestive system, is nothing but stomach. Here what happened, that what kind of juices are present inside the stomach, then how it will be churned, what kind of enzyme will be helps here, so that all we discuss today. Okay, so here stomach is initially, that is, J-shaped structure. See this diagram. Initially, this diagram you can see, this is initially it is in a J shape. Okay, so J shape, it is a bag like a structure, so located on the upper left side. It is upper little bit left side of the abdomen, is nothing but we can say that is a stomach. Okay, that esophagus, the another end of the esophagus will get connected to the stomach. The food reaches the stomach through this esophagus. How it will be, the food, churned food will be, how it will reaches the stomach with the help of esophagus pipe. We can say that is food pipe. Okay, the stomach secretes a digestive juice called gastric juice. See, this word is very important. This secretion, we can say, secretion is nothing but releasing. Got my point? Secretion is nothing but releasing. So what happens here? The stomach releases a kind of juice, we can say that is a digestive juice. The name is gastric juice. Okay, we'll discuss afterwards what are the functions of the gastric juice. And the stomach is a J alphabet like a structure, and inside of its wall completely covered with a jelly like a substance, we can call that is a mucus. See here, mucus we have. Okay, see, this one is a mucus. This one is a mucus. Where it is? It is a mucus. Okay, so mucus, what happens here, what it will do, that whenever food enters, that after entering into the stomach with the help of digestive juice, that will start digestion. But here hydrochloric acid is a little bit partially acidic, where it will help to digest the food, but it is acidic in the medium, will harm the inner wall of the stomach. So that's why the inner wall of the stomach is covered with a jelly like a substance, we can call that is a mucus. This is how it will act as a protecting layer for the inner line of the stomach. Got my point? Are you getting my point? Why mucus is there attached inner wall of the stomach? It will acts like a protector to the stomach, because hydrochloric acid, very important, this hydrochloric acid is nothing but it is only a gastric juice, we can say that is a digestive juice, and its formula is HCl. We can say that is hydrochloric acid. The mixture of 1 mole of hydrogen and 1 mole of chlorine will give you a hydrochloric acid. Okay, we'll discuss whenever acid, bases and salt will come, no, that time we'll discuss about this hydrochloric acid, how it will be formed, where it will be prepared, and what purposes or functions are there of this hydrochloric acid. Okay, all these we'll discuss about this. Okay, see, this is what, after what happens here, so this is play very important role. Hydrochloric acid will play very important role. Not only it will support the digestion process, also it will kill the germs inside the stomach. Then where germs coming? Germs, when you will have food, if the germs also in through the air or through the food will enter your stomach, so it will may harm your, that is, stomach also. Got my point? Suppose in sometimes you will get a food poisoning, Okay, vomiting will start. Okay, any other kind of any other disease also will get because of those germs. So what happens here, this hydrochloric acid will kill the germs, also will support the digestion process. Please keep in mind, the partial digestion process will take place in the stomach. Before also I explained you, partial digestion, not completely. So completely the digestion process will take place in small intestine. After this stomach, next compartment will be the small intestine. That time I will explain you. See, little bit I will make this one. See here, you can see partially digestive food enters a small intestine. Means you can understand here, in the stomach the food will be partially digested, not completely. Got my point? Okay. See that next one is the pepsin enzyme. Very important it is. Here two terms are there. One is pepsin, another one is plus enzyme. Okay. The pepsin is nothing but initially it will be released by inner wall of the cells of stomach. Please keep in mind, pepsin is nothing but it's is a released by inner wall cells of the stomach. Then what is its function? What is its function? Means the function of the pepsin is that to convert that complex protein into simpler peptones. Means nothing but here they have given, keep in mind this one, this part, peptones, pepsin to, that is sorry, proteins to peptones. Proteins are there, no? So it will be converted as peptones. Okay. So proteins will be initially in the form of complex food and afterwards, so that after when it will convert as peptones will become a simpler one. Okay. Then who will convert this complex proteins into simpler peptones? That will be converted by using this, that is pepsin enzyme. Then what do you mean by enzyme? Enzyme is nothing but it acts as a catalyst. It acts as a catalyst. Then what is catalyst? What is the function of the catalyst? The function of the catalyst or function of the enzyme is nothing but to increase the speed of digestion process inside the stomach. Then where proteins entered the stomach? So initially we discussed, when you will have food, you so much amount of nutrients are there. So, okay, what are those nutrients? Nutrients are various in forms, which are those in the form of that is proteins, whether it will be carbohydrates, fats. Okay, these all we discussed. Then where those proteins or carbohydrates or fats will enter the stomach? Through the food. So those proteins which are there inside the stomach, those are initially in the form of complex one, and this pepsin enzyme will be released by inner wall of the cells of the stomach will be released. The releasing this pepsin enzyme, which will to digest that complex proteins into simpler peptones. So by making this one, so easily that complex food will be converted into a simple food, and which is easy for the smaller intestine to absorb those minerals, those proteinated food. Are you getting my point? So next function after that is a digestion. The churned food, means the converted simple food will be absorbed by smaller intestine. Then complete digestion process will take place in smaller intestine. Please keep in mind. So when I will discuss that, I will completely explain the smaller intestine. Now you understood this one. So initially it is a J-shaped structure, or you can flattened bag like a structure, which is located upper left side of the abdomen, and when it food really reaches the stomach, initially that stomach contains basically hydrochloric acid, mucus and pepsin enzyme. What is the use of this hydrochloric acid? It will help the digestion process, and also it will kill the germs which are present in the stomach. okay, entered through the food. And what is the function of mucus? Mucus is nothing but acts like a jelly like a substance which will act as a protector, because initially hydrochloric acid is partially acidic in the nature, will harm the inner line of the stomach. So that's why this mucus will help the help means in helping in the form of to protect the inner line of the stomach, and it will also help the digestion process. And pepsin enzyme will be released by the cells inner cells of the stomach. And what is the use of this pepsin? Pepsin will be acting on the, that is, complex proteins, will convert that complex proteins into simpler peptones,